you have to be really the leader on the pitch and really vocal. So I'm trying to do that the best of my ability.
How difficult was it to adapt to that atmosphere, and what does playing in front of 70,000 supporters change for a goalkeeper?
Looking at the past, I don't really want to, results-wise, I don't really want to look too much in the future as well. I think it's really important to stay in the present and to think about the next game, which is always the most important one.
Hi, first of all, congrats on your recent form. You've been doing amazing at Man United and the team is showing great results as well. And I wanted to start by how you moved to United. And you moved to England on a deadline day, and within a month you're already starting between the posts at one of the biggest clubs in the world. Since then it's been non-stop. How would you evaluate these first few months at Man United, both personally and professionally?
Yeah, it was a special day when I signed here on deadline day. It was a really nice experience, a bit stressful to be honest, but it was really nice. I knew I needed a little bit of time to adapt, so I think those first couple of weeks were really important for me to adapt to the quality and also to my teammates. And then I got my chance and I took it, so I think the last few months have been really good. I couldn't really imagine it going any better than this, so for me it was ideal the way it happened. And now I just have to keep going. I don't think my personal opinion, you can't really look or stay in the past too much, so those things happened. Everything happened really well, but now looking to the future and to the present, I just have to keep going and keep delivering and keep helping my team and my teammates out. So yeah, no, everything's been going really well, and I'm really happy with my last few months.
And from results perspective, it has recently shifted in United's favor. The team is currently in 4th position, which guarantees Champions League football. Do you feel there is a belief inside the dressing room that continuing on this path can lead to even bigger success in near future?
Yeah, of course. It's been going really well, like you said, the last couple of weeks. I think the season in general has been with ups and downs, and now I feel like we've been doing a really good job of getting that momentum and getting those wins in a row, which are really important to keep, like I said, the momentum going and to keep us in the position where we want to be, and that's on top of the league, or especially like in those first four in the competition. So I think I'm not really, like I said about looking at the past, I don't really want to, results-wise, I don't really want to look too much in the future as well. I think it's really important to stay in the present and to think about the next game, which is always the most important one. So that's why I think this weekend, Monday, against Everton will be a really important game, because we want to keep that momentum of the last couple of weeks going after a little bit of a break right now without the game this weekend, without the game the past weekend. So I think, yeah, if we want to get to that next level, we have to keep delivering on the weekend. So Monday will be again a big test for us.
Perfect. And even at a young age, a goalkeeper naturally has to organize the defense and communicate constantly. How comfortable are you taking on that leadership role at Man United, and how has that responsibility developed since you arrived?
Yeah, I think as a goalkeeper, like you said, it's really important to be a leader and to be the backbone a little bit of the team. Coaching is one of the things I think is really important in my game as well, to help my teammates out, but also to keep me wary and ready for the game. So of course, like I said, those first couple of weeks were a bit important for me to get used to everyone, to get used to my teammates, to get to know them, because everyone is a little bit different, how they react to stuff, how they want to be treated, how they want to be spoken to. So I think those couple of weeks in the beginning were important in that way, and then when I started, or when I got my chance, I think I just stayed the same way I've always been, how I was last year in Antwerp as well. It doesn't really change a lot for me on the pitch. You have to be really a leader on the pitch and really vocal. So I'm trying to do that the best of my ability. It hasn't really changed any part of the season or at any time in the season for me. So I think I just have to keep that going as well, because that helps my teammates and my defense out as well.
And none of your previous clubs in Belgium had a stadium comparable in size to Old Trafford. How difficult was it to adapt to that atmosphere, and what does playing in front of 70,000 supporters change for a goalkeeper?
I mean, it's easy for me to say it doesn't really change anything. It does change a little bit. Like you of course you feel the support from the fans. But for me personally, it feels even better knowing that so many fans are supporting you and are want you to play well. So that's also something I take pride in every time I play at Old Trafford, and also away, because our away fans as well have such a big support for us, that it makes you feel like you can win every game. But especially at home, it was especially the first game. My debut was at home against Sunderland, and directly the positive reaction from them was a really nice feeling for me, and also a good feeling that I was doing the right thing. So that also made me believe even more in myself, and even gave me a better feeling about the step I took and the move I made to Manchester United.
And what kind of advice have you received from Thibaut Courtois and other experienced Belgian goalkeeper like Simon Mignolet? And how valuable has that been for you? Because Thibaut played for Chelsea, Simon played for Liverpool, and they have vast experience in the league, obviously. And Premier League has known some great Belgian goalkeepers already. And you are a next generation. Maybe you received some valuable recommendations from your peers. They've always been really nice and really helpful to me, trying to help out when they can. But they've tried to give me advice, and I've taken it really well. But I also think everyone has his own career path, and it's really hard to look at other goalkeepers. And personally, for me myself as well, I don't really like to compare with other goalkeepers. I like to look at myself, because, like I said, everyone has a different path. Everyone has different talents. Everyone has different way of playing. So for me, it was a big thing, like from my past experiences, learn from them. And also this season has been a really good learning curve for me, because of course there are a lot of things I can still learn from this competition and this level of playing, the biggest level in the world. So I think I've been doing a good job, but it's always a learning curve, and I think I can get even better. So that's the goal. You mentioned the learning curve, and I wanted to ask you about your life with Michael Carrick, since he's been coaching, because besides Michael, there is a vast experience in Man United coaching staff now. And what have you learned? Like, what new things have you picked up from them, maybe?
New things is it's difficult to say new things. Everyone has his own different coaching style. Of course, now with Michael, it's been really good the last couple of weeks. I think the most important thing with him was because he was appointed during the season and he didn't really have a lot of time to make big changes. I think for him it was just being really clear in what he expected from us and what he wanted. So that's why I think he made it a bit more easier for us and a bit more simple, the way we play. And then he let our qualities, he believes a lot in us, and he lets our qualities thrive, I think, in the way we play. So I think also that's from experience, from his coaching career, from his player career. You can see in everything he says and hear in everything he says that he has so much conviction and so much belief in what he says. So it's almost hard to not believe in him and to not buy into it. So that's why I think it's been going really well and why I think he's such a good coach.
Yeah. Now I will ask you some really short questions which require as well shorter answers. So let's start by this. Clean sheet or a penalty save? Which one feels better?
Penalty save.
And what's the best save of your career so far?
Good question. I liked the one against Arsenal. Was a good one. Was a good reaction.
Good one.
Wasn't the prettiest, but it was also a very important moment, I think, to keep us in it.
Yeah.
So I would say that one. It's fresh in the mind, so it's easier.
And the last one stadium in Europe where you dream of keeping a clean sheet?
I would say Real Madrid. Against Real Madrid.
Bernabeu.
Yeah, Bernabeu.
Thank you so much and wishing you all the best of luck throughout the season.
Thank you. Thank you, mate. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.